Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Multiple Man, issue number 5 of 5. That's it. We're done. And this was a very interesting ending. If you guys remember Lost Souls, when Matthew Rosenberg wrote New Mutants Lost Souls, that ending was like, what? What? I met him. I met Matthew Rosenberg that week, and it took everything in my heart to not try and bother him about that ending. Like, dude, you got to tell me what's going to happen next. Because I know he's not going to tell me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even bring it up. But dude, that killed me just a little bit. So I'm wondering, like, what's he going to do with this ending? And I'm kind of glad I stuck around for it, because it was so sick, twisted, interesting, man. Every time you thought it was going to go one place, nope, right back in in the direction that you came from. And then just a little bit skewed to the left. So let's talk about who wrote this book. We already said Matthew Rosenberg is the writer. Andy McDonald is the artist, color artist. Tamara Bonvillain, nice to see her colors over here from Moon Girl. It's funny, the more comic books I start taking in under my wing, the more I start seeing the influencers from different artists, writers to a degree, but artists specifically, you know, and where they're coming from and whatnot. VC's Travis Lanham on letters, cover artist Marcos Martin, and layout and design Nick Russell. So yeah, dude, this is a sick book, dude. So multiple, again, I'm not going to give you final spoilers on this. I'm just not going to do that to you. But I will say the way the ending worked out, oh man, I get the very distinct feeling that you remember how this comic book started? Kind of reminds me of how this comic book ended. All right? Sick. Absolutely sick. So, the Prime. It's all about the Prime. It's all about the Jamie original. And of course, the original Jamie died. All right? He died with the not the M-Day virus. What was it called? Whatever, because the M-Day virus, because of the Terrigenesis, right? He died on Mur Island because of that. So there is no Prime. Oh, but there's a new Prime, because technically he went and got himself stuck in a freaking vault someplace, and then he gets pulled out, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm the Prime now. So he's the only one who's allowed to make the dupes, right? Here's the deal with that. Somebody else finds a way, another one of them finds a way to become the Prime himself. But the thing is, that doesn't take anything away from the original Prime. So they're both Primes now. We get two Primes. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So there you go. So this knucklehead, oh my God, what they wind up doing is freaking hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. And with everything, the ending, like the ending of the resolution, I should say, of the two Primes is just, oh, okay, so we're back where we started. And then all of a sudden we're not. And how the hell does a Jamie Madrox become the most terrifying person you could imagine showing up on your doorstep? Oh man, this is so good. So good. And so much of this is literally like Matthew Rosenberg is what do you call it? He's a magician at this point. He's a stage magician. And he's like, okay, what's in the hat? What's in the hat? What's in the hat? And everybody's looking at the hat. Well, it turns out he's not doing anything with the hat. It's with his other hand. You know what I'm saying? Or just, it's all about the distraction with this one. And I was pretty impressed. I could see some people being a little bit bothered by the ending. Like, well, all it does is set stuff up. Yes, all it does at this point is set up. All it does. But the way that it sets up, I'll give you that. That was pretty cool. Anyway, guys, for all intents and purposes, yeah, this will be a really great. If you didn't want to stick around for this as individual issues, I understand. There are a lot of times I'm just like, oh, do I want to read this? You could tell I went totally digital on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wasn't interested in having this. I don't know about clutter up, but fill up my my box. I got too many comic books here, man. So I just didn't want the physical copies. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a trade paperback collector, consider reading this on trade. Okay, even consider going out and grabbing. If you're a Madrox fan, because Madrox fans are pretty die hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't even consider myself one of those. You know what I'm saying? Not to that level. They're die hard. All right. Some awesome costumes this year. Cosplays for Jamie Madrox for Halloween. Oof. But let me tell you something. If you are a trade paperback kind of person, I would recommend getting this on trade, because this was good. This was fun. And what this sets up for the future is kind of terrifying. Is there a possibility that he will no longer be a good guy? Is there a possibility that he's not actually a bad guy? Hard to tell. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.